Those mukluks that have to go.
Live on the Golden Square podcast.
This is Linda. This is Barry. And when you come to the round table, you square off with the girl. Square off.
Say it.
I love it. That looks so great.
Say
Every
you
week,
love
every
me.
week. I love you.
You say it.
Well, I
In
hate
a
that
square.
movement.
In a square.
That dude is square.
In a square, you love me. In a circle.
Hi, I'm Barry Barnes. And
And
this is
I
Linda.
am Linda Scott.
Let me do it.
Do it.
Let me do it.
Say it again.
Hi, I'm Barry Barnes, and this is Linda Scott, hosting your number one show on YouTube, the Golden Square Podcast. How was that?
I liked it. Do it again. Let's do it again. Let's try it one more time.
Thank you for joining Linda and I at the Golden Square Podcast.
Yeah.
At 7 Central. It is now 7.
Central.
No,
One,
01.
two,
01.
one.
You always get that messed up. It's 01. It's a minute later.
It's a minute
We
later.
started on time.
On time.
On time.
As usual.
As you. Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh,
Very good.
you are in such a singing mode.
I am because I'm so talented in that area.
You have an agent and everything.
I'm
You have an agent and they always tell you. But
They
this
don't.
Today is the day that you come in. You're giving it to them.
Well, it's either me singing or me Moses. One of the two.
Both.
Okay,
Yeah.
singing Moses.
Singing Moses.
That's a new Broadway show.
That.
No,
Do it.
no, I'm not gonna do it.
My
I'm not gonna do
people
it. No.
Do it.
As we said,
Let my people go.
get out the basement.
That-
Listen, nah.
Let
Let
my
my people go.
and they went.
That's horrible.
They are
They're,
gone.
and
They
they're
go.
deaf. They're
And-
gone to their
And
death.
they're deaf. Exactly. Exactly.
Because they snatched
Never hit
their, their ears off.
That's it.
I don't want to hear that. What is
So,
that?
How was your day? You are so energetic.
You know what it
today.
is? I'm gonna
What
tell
it
you
is.
what it is.
Tell me.
It's the orange. You have brought so much
Oh,
flavor and color into the spring summer season
okay.
that I'm festive with you.
was a freaking awesome answer.
What?
Was that a question?
But the question was, why am I so up and feeling so
That
good?
was a freaking
She lost her mind.
awesome.
She does it all the
answer.
time. She just blacks out on me. I don't know where she goes. She
Okay.
goes somewhere.
But I'm here.
But I do want you to know that I'm feeling good because you look so good.
Oh, thank you.
So now let me
Thank
ask
you.
you, how
Yeah.
was your day?
My day was there. But my day was long, and the evening hasn't even ended yet. But trying to prepare myself for these different time zones,
Right, you got to get ready.
it's killing me.
I know.
It's killing me. It's
a
killing me.
lot.
It's
It's a
killing me.
lot.
But I'm enjoying it. I love it.
There you go.
That's all it counts.
Because you're dealing with Australia
Out
too,
here.
right?
Yeah.
So you got to get that's a
Gotta
whole
get
nother
rid of
time
a whole
thing.
nother
Yeah.
time zone.
I can't wait for the stories when we get back. I want to know how the food was and
That's
did you
what I'm
see any
waiting to do.
kangaroos and
I'm
all of
looking.
that.
I'm going to see kangaroos.
And listen, please keep her in your prayers for one.
Yes.
She's going so far, and to keep in her spirit the gift that she will bring back for me. I need you to help me.
Wow,
with that, okay?
that was good.
Well, I did.
You threw that in.
I had to.
Oh.
You're gonna be in Australia. You're gonna come back. What you gonna come back with? Look at the poster, y'all. Masterclass in
Yeah,
Australia.
in
Now,
Australia.
come on.
In
What?
Australia.
I'm so proud of you for that.
Thank you.
I mean, you're gonna be coaching in Australia,
in Australia.
and as soon as you become big and successful there, you'll call for me to come,
I will.
and then we'll coach together
We will.
and
We
play
will.
with kangaroos.
I will call you. You play with the kangaroos.
I just want to see one. They say they
They
fight like
fight.
men. Yeah, like
but
they
you have to
boxing.
get close to them.
I don't
to
want
make
to.
that
I
happen.
don't want to. I
Okay.
don't want to.
So
So today,
anyway, yeah,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Go
You go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
no, go.
No, go.
Now you go.
Okay, I'll go, but you could go.
I know.
I was going to say today I had my my physical.
Yeah,
And I just want all the brothers to know out there that this is the time for us to really be conscious and take hold of our health awareness. It's important, So I told you earlier in earlier shows that I had my colonoscopy on January 3rd. The first thing my doctor said to me today was, "I'm so proud of you that you took care of that, and everything looks good." So don't be afraid of the doctor. He's your friend. Make sure that you have that communication level that's open and ready. Be comfortable enough to ask any question. My doctor and I
that's
have
what
a great.
our guest told us last week.
Yeah.
Our guest said that last week about
Dr. Khalil.
being at Khalil. Dr. K is what I call him.
Yes.
So about being able to communicate with our doctor.
It's so important.
Just getting that relationship going. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I am so proud of you.
Maybe that's what I'm feeling good about.
Because everything turned out
well,
good.
Everything should turn out pretty good, and we're still waiting for the results and everything, but I'm feeling confident. But I will say I do feel like a pincushion to some degree because I got a tetanus shot, I got this shot, that shot. The only thing I didn't get was COVID. I didn't do COVID. Because my doctor told me I'm really okay and it's not necessary. So I didn't get it. So I don't worry about it. But I do get the flu shot on a regular basis. That's important, especially at this.
But you get the flu shot twice a week, twice a year,
around September, October.
Every year. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, every year.
Yeah, I do once a year because it's flu season that you're trying to prepare.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I did have a flu shot
last year.
There
you go.
Yeah.
So it's coming up again this year because last year's flu shot would cover us now.
Okay.
So we're good to go. Or at least try to.
Let's get this party started.
Okay.
Right. You're supposed to say right now.
Right now.
God, I can't with him. I cannot.
That was corny, but I try to do what I could. I mean, I'm not current. I'm a jazz buff. If it's not jazz, I'm just not. I enjoy all types of music, as you know.
Yes,
but I prefer jazz than R&B
or
hip hop.
Or any of that stuff.
Yeah. What's the other?
Reggae.
Pop. I can't do that.
Okay.
No. Yeah, wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
All right. Hold on.
Where was she going? I don't know.
Hold on. But anyway.
Hold on. You tell me. Okay, come on.
Madam Producer, we're gonna have to bring our guest in because it'll be about you all day today.
It will not be.
It won't?
Because it will be about you.
Oh, okay. All right.
See how energy changes?
Yeah.
Now she all calm and we don't even have a guest up to her. She's the guest. That's how crazy she is. But anyway. We do have.
But we do.
We do have a great guest for you today. Who do we have?
We have T.Hill out of Tallahassee.
You mean Dr. Tifany Hill?
That's her.
From Tallahassee. Because she's community extraordinaire. She's a veteran. She's this. I can't wait. Right. I can't wait for y'all to meet her. She has covered the gambit, and her big thing is leadership for the community. Right. And I think that's so important that we remember that we have people who advocate for us in the communities, especially low income, veterans, and
ladies
and families.
Yeah,
that are struggling. Yeah, she's that.
She's that girl. She is everything. So
go ahead and bring her in the room. Yeah.
Enough of Barry and Linda.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Doc, how are you?
Hi. Hello.
How you doing?
I am doing wonderful, marvelous. How are you all doing today? I was just really getting a kick out of y'all listening to you backstage. That was so funny.
We don't try to be funny. It's just a natural thing.
It is
because she's hilarious. But we have an extraordinary guest today, which is you, and we just want to hear a little background. So we know that you're a candidate for Tallahassee City Commission.
Seat 5.
Can you explain to our people what that is and what that means and what you plan to do with that seat?
Yes. So thank you so much, first of all, for having me here today. I really do appreciate this opportunity from a very special lady that I've known for a while, Miss Linda Scott. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. I appreciate you. And thank you, Brother Barry, for keeping the live. So, yes, I am Tiffany Hill, Dr. Tiffany Hill, and I am from Tallahassee, Florida, and I am running for City Commission seat 5. And seat 5 actually is an at-large position, so it covers all of the inner city of Tallahassee. And what I plan to do is build the trust of the citizens that live here in Tallahassee, make them very inclusive because lately, we have not been inclusive in a lot of important decisions that have been made in the city of Tallahassee. So it's time for a change.
All right. A young, beautiful change.
Right.
I
Yes.
have initials for you, right? And it's the OAUTA. What that stands for?
That's ODA. That's Orange Avenue United Tenant Association. And that is an organization.
President for so many years, right? Or is he the current
Yes.
president? Okay.
Yes, my dad is the president for Orange Avenue United Tenant Association. He started the organization back in 1971. I was 1 year old, and it is the voice, like for the people that live in low income housing, because at that time people was not treated fairly. Everybody wants to kind of talk down on residents that are, low income. So the organization is like the voice for the people in the neighborhood.
And so you're taking that to the next level by possibly taking that seat for commission, huh?
Right.
Yes, indeed. I plan on grabbing the torch and running with it.
We noticed that one of your big concerns in demographic and what you do for the community is veterans. Can you give us some background on that?
Yes, so I am a retired Army veteran, and I have continued serving veterans by working for, first of all, Department of Defense, and then I went on to work for the Veteran Health Administration. So I retired in 2024 as a Veteran Outreach Program Specialist, which covered 39 counties in North Florida and South Georgia. And so I want to, that is something, being a veteran, like, is something near and dear to my heart because I am one. And I know that like women veterans are really like underserved. So I actually, on top of working for the VA, I actually started a women's veteran magazine that is an online magazine. And so doing this candidacy, I was like, I want people to know, like, me as a female veteran, like, we are getting our voices out there. We are jumping into positions that most will not do, and so I am here to represent the veterans and actually be an advocate for veterans always, even the our male comrades. So, I just wanted to know that I really, I have them at heart. I have them at heart.
So that's the Still and Grace Woman's Veterans Magazine. Is that the name?
Yes. Yes. Still and Grace Women's Veteran Magazine.
Okay, I like
And
that.
I know you served in three, not one, three wars.
Yes.
The Desert Storm, the Desert what? Continue.
So Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and Desert Care, and then also Enduring Freedom.
Wow.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a lot of stuff.
Yes, it is. It was a lot of. I was 19 when I went in.
Right.
I was 19.
Did you retire out of the military too? Or no?
I did.
Okay.
I retired. Retired from the military, and then started working, like I said, for DOD at first, and then into the VA. And then, because I've had so many years of military service, like it counted towards my service with the Veterans Health Administration. Yeah. And
So
so I got a chance to retire in 2024 from the VA.
that's good. We see that veterans are a big demographic for you, as well
Yes.
as seniors and underserved communities. Give us a little background on that for us, so we understand what your plight really is moving forward.
Yeah, so Tallahassee has a very diverse mix of like veterans and also, people who are low income and we just, I just want to be able to really appeal to them to let them know that I am like them. I come from low income housing. Both of my parents were disabled,
Mm.
and they did a great job with us kids. So, and I know how it feels to go to a neighbor's house and ask for, borrow a cup of sugar, some butter, eggs, the whole nine. So I understand that. And I understand how back in my day that we had the paper food stamps and feeling embarrassed going into the store because, people would make fun of you if you were on food stamps and things like that. And I know how it feels to be in the military and
Mhm.
being able to being put in positions that you have no control, you have no say that what position that you're going to be in. That just like, for instance, I'll give you an example. For me, they promoted me to a corporal, and corporals are a very rare position. And they do that when you don't have enough like points or whatever to be promoted to an E5, but yet they are so confident in you that you're going to do a great job that they put you in a position of a non-commissioned officer.
Mm.
So the position that I was actually put in was I was stationed at Fort McPherson in Atlanta, Georgia, and they promoted me to corporal because we had an E7 leaving out. And so they placed me in that position. That's like 3 grades above me. And they put me in charge of a specialty clinic where I had to not only I had one soldier under me, but I had a slew of civilians. So I had to learn how to do performance appraisals. I basically kept the union book like as if it was my Bible
Right.
because, you want to be able to, as a supervisor, you should want to be on top of what the rules and regulations are for when you have um, people that are working up under you, so your employees. And so I wanted to make sure that I was in line with that and that I wasn't violating anything. But at the same time, I wanted to make sure that they know that I
Mhm.
knew the regulations for them so that they won't be trying to get over, and they
Right.
know that they have to do their job just like it was my duty to ensure that they did the best job because we were a specialty clinic and we had like not only soldiers that came in for treatments, but also their dependents. And so
Right.
I just, I had to make sure that all of the flow of the clinic was going fine. I had to make sure that the doctors that were coming in were doctors that we really need there, and
Right.
and also that we were a team, that we
Mm.
we had each other's backs, and that I kept the budget. So they gave me a budget. I was like, oh my gosh, I got to do all this stuff. But and I asked them, why me out of
Right.
there's other sergeants that could do this job, and they said because they believe in me. And
That.
that's what I
Yeah.
want the citizens of Tallahassee to feel like they want me. Like they know I can do this job.
But what made you say it's time to step up? What did you see? What happened that made you say that?
Well, what I saw was repeated decisions made by the city commission. Especially, I was very disappointed in the incumbent that sits in the seat now. Very disappointed to see like this 3-2 block, like whatever the mayor agreed with or whatever, it was like people that looked like me were following that lead. And the decisions that were made that were not inclusive of the people. Like you would get about 50 people, citizens that come into the city hall chambers to speak out against something, decisions that they're making. But yeah, it's like they just might as well be talking to a brick wall, because it pretty much started seeming like decisions were already pre-made, where it was like this is what they're going with. It was already predetermined, basically. And so the final straw for me was when we have this Capital City Country Club, and it's a golf course. And the golf course years ago, in the antebellum time, was a plantation. It was the Houston plantation. And they actually discovered enslaved bodies there. And that really got to me. Yeah, that got to me because in high school, I played on the golf team my senior year. And just the thought of me being out there walking on sacred ground and maybe stepping over like children's bodies, and it just was sickening. And then to hear that, someone who looks like me say, we just need to move on. Oh, no, we don't. No, we don't. That really like really got my heart. And I spoke about it on Facebook. I did a live and I was just letting my feelings out. And then I started getting people, DM me, message me, call me and say, hey, so does this mean that you're going to run for office? And I was like, I believe I am. And for a minute, I was like, okay, Tifany, let's think about this. And then I went and talked to my dad, and, and I still was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And you know what? And really, I just felt like God, like faith and empowerment, like God just stepped in and said, you're doing this. This is your path. This is your journey. So I couldn't shake a feeling of like, oh, I don't know. No, it was like, yes, I have to do this for, my fellow citizens here in Tallahassee, because I know how it feels to stand on the other side of that podium and try to get out your feelings or the things that you really want to say for 3 minutes. And then just to go by the wayside.
What do you think a safe community looks like? What is a safe community for you?
That's good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that is an excellent question. That is an excellent question. A safe community is when people can actually speak, feel like they have the freedom to speak and have the backing of their local government. A safe community brings people back to where when you see something, you say something. You don't just do something because you don't want the click. You get what I'm saying? To come down on you. Like it's when people are really trying to look out for each other and they feel safe to do that. They feel like they have, like Tallahassee has become a safe place. Like we're working with the law enforcement. We're working with all these other great nonprofit organizations that we do have here in Tallahassee. Like there's one Cajun, and they do such a great job getting the other, all the churches involved and trying to fight, crime and gun violence and uh what should I say? I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, but it's like prevent food deserts, like food deserts and all of that. So it's a big fight here, in Tallahassee, trying to get this city back in order and in the order, and so that people will actually trust the local government.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the way it used to be back in the day when we trust each other, that's the first thing.
Yes,
We gotta trust each other. So back then,
right.
trusting each other, we could go to Tifany and say, "Hey, what do you think about this?" So you have a hard job ahead of you, but I know you could do it. I know without a doubt.
What would be one of the
Yes.
things that that you attack when you get into office? What would be the first thing that you're going to really go for and make a difference?
So the first thing that I really would want to do is because for me, like being in the military and working for the government, when you go in to a new position, you're expecting somewhat of a warm handoff. And so with that, first of all, if there's a big decision right now, if they're going to look for a city manager, because the city manager that's there now is going out the door, and are they going to wait until the new commission get in, or they're trying to make a decision right now to find a new city manager? And I am really hoping, I really want to push for them to wait until after, the new commission gets in, so that, we can have an opportunity to select the city manager that we feel that will work with us, work better with us. And so, and just build a different culture, a culture that is really inclusive of the people and the citizens in Tallahassee.
So you
So,
are sure that you're waiting to get your seat. Yes.
right, right. So once I get my seat, I know that there's a focus on, for me, with all of the madness and mayhem that has been going on in Tallahassee, with, you noticing now that people are misusing grant money and, all that kind of stuff, things come up with money. And it just seemed like we just got a bunch of crooks in our city, and people are taking advantage of low income folks. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
for me, I would want to come in and actually see, about doing an audit on all departments, because I
Yes.
want to know where the money is, and I want to know what programs are not really being used, how we can combine, what changes we need to make it better, so that we can save some of the taxpayers' money. First of all, if there's a program that's really just sitting there and just getting paid to do absolutely nothing, we want to change a lot of that, right? And
Right.
so that is what I want to do, because what I don't want to happen is just jump in there and be like, oh, everything, like I'm going off the trust of the people that are leaving out, and that is a absolutely no go for me.
Mhm.
I would want to see all the documents. I want to see anything that's not finished, like where are we and how did we get to this process, and is there an opportunity to revisit, that particular unfinished project, so that I can get input from the citizens in Tallahassee. And so, besides that, my next thing will be setting up meetings with the community in the community. So I need to meet them where they at so that I can hear their concerns, not me going in telling them what I'm going to do and all this. No, this is what's on the agenda. I need for you all to tell me your thoughts. So, and I think that, you know, it's something, not think, I know that that is something that we are missing right now. You know, the citizens are actually being an afterthought. And I know this because I'm one of the citizens. And
Right.
so being an afterthought is not going to work anymore. We're not going to go for that. I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to have people coming in, you know, so I would like to put people on notice right now that if you're bringing if you're bringing projects or stuff to the city, I'm sitting in C5, oh, you're going to have your stuff together. And you're going to know that I am going to push for clawback provisions. So if you said that you're going to do, let's say, take for instance, if you said that you're going to put a park in this area and you turn around and talk about it's going to be a gas station, we're going to have a problem. We are going to have a problem. That is a big no-go. It will not happen. Not on my watch. It will not happen. So this is what people are wanting. They want people that can go against the grain, that is not cliquish, that can't be bought, that don't be behind these closed doors doing deals and being premeditated, you know, outcomes. You know, somebody who is really for the people, because you are the people. You are one of the citizens. You are one of the residents that live in their neighborhoods. So, you know, we need to, yeah. So I'm sorry.
No. You got to get this in. So, what is your immediate attention that you need to bring to the city right now?
Well, for one, you know, we do have a lot of this crime. The crime here has really increased, you know, a lot of gun violence, and we really have to work on that, you know, not only just the gun violence, but also people that are, you know, were incarcerated and they're transitioning back into, you know, the civilian life, I would say. And I use that because of the military, but, you know, just that transitioning period for those people so that they won't end up, you know, being repeat offenders or feeling like nobody cares or they can't get a job or those type of things. We need to create, you know, also, you know, provide economic opportunities here in Tallahassee that have livable wages. We need to talk about these wages and how, you know, we don't need to go back down to $7.50. We need to go up because our economy is changing. Like the rent here. I mean, I have a friend that's renting what is it, 3-bedroom. I'll say she has a 3-bedroom and it's $2,500 for rent. And I'm like, you could be buying. So we really need to, you know, focus on that type of stuff, affordable housing, you know, but also include tenant protection. So we need to revisit the whole tenant protection thing because we get people here, you know, Florida is, you know, people love owning stuff in Florida, but they won't live here in Florida. And so they will hire these management companies just out of, you know, because their website look good, I guess, but they hire them, but then they end up being slumlords. And the people, the residents suffer because of that. You know, there's been a case like, there's a place, it was the Terra Lakes apartments. And when I tell you, when you walk through there, like immediately you see potential great apartments. They run from 1 bedrooms to 4 bedrooms, and some of the people over there were paying like $1,400 a month, for like a 2 bedroom. But they were missing stairs. Like it was so dangerous over there, and they, I guess finally code violations, all that kind of stuff came all at once or whatever. And so then the people had to scramble and find a place to stay. And that is just so sad. Like no one should have to do that. The city should have a backup, like emergency plan for things in this, for situations like that,
Right.
because these people shouldn't have to
Absolutely.
scramble. Yeah, they shouldn't have to scramble and try to find U-Hauls.
But
Yeah.
Tallahassee is a college city as well, right?
Yeah, so here we have a FAMU, the Almighty, Seven Hills. We have that. And we also have, I'm sorry, my mom decided she wants to call. So yes, we have FAMU, FSU, we have Tallahassee State College, and then we also have Lively Technical College as well.
So you're a big college city.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. We are. And I tell you, when homecoming comes in, oh my goodness, it is just, it's amazing. It's amazing here. Yeah.
With the colleges and the city itself.
Mhm. Yes, yes. The colleges, because like they're both big like veteran they're all pretty much really catered to a lot of the veterans, and I love that because when veterans come home, sometimes we feel a little lost. We feel a little lost, but to know that there's that education piece, and the majority of them have what they call a vet center and stuff within the colleges and everything, it just makes you feel really good about your transition time, and they also have, the VA has the veteran center here as well. So with that, I mean, Tallahassee is really a nice little veteran town, and it's great for the college students to come here. We have fantastic colleges for law school and pharmacy. FAMU is like the bomb.com when it comes to
Yeah.
pharmacy and law. Yes, and of course we have the Martin 100.
So with the city being a college city, how are you dealing with transient? Because you've got an influx of people come in and they stay 2 to 4 years. Are they going? Are they staying? How does that affect the city itself?
Well, right now, it's like people come in, they do their college. Now, in some instances, you do have some students that actually like it here, and they will stay. But a lot of students, and I think it's the majority of the ones that are from Tallahassee. They've been there, done that, and they're like, I want to try something new, and so they leave. And we want to make that change. We want people to feel like, this is your town and we want you to be here. So that's why I said we have to be creative and have more positions where the students, when they graduate, that they have something to go on into. So that's why I say economic opportunities, but being smart about expanding the city, because we don't want Tallahassee to look like no concrete jungle around here. We love our trees, our canopy trees, our old oaks and things like that, so we don't want to destroy our city, having builders come in, clear cutting and all that kind of stuff. We don't want the sprawls and sprawls and stuff like that. People just plugging buildings into little spaces. We don't want that.
Madam Producer, would you put that statement up? I can't
It
read
said, thank you for stepping out on faith. That's just what we need. So one of our viewers commented and said, thank you for stepping
Thank
out.
you.
That's just what we need. So, and speaking about that, stepping out on faith, how does that all work for you? Faith, religion,
Yeah.
and politics.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't like to talk about, that's one thing you try to stay away from talking about, religion and politics, things like that. So, and race, you try to stay away from those things. So I just be my authentic self. I just be my authentic self. And, there's times like I do come home and, I meditate and, I do visit some churches. Originally I was listening to service online and everything, because I guess I just kind of got into that mode of, when COVID hit, you just kind of, I was like, wow, this is really convenient where, I could just listen to the word and really focus on what is being said. And so with politics, I really, to be honest, it's taken me some time for me to hear people call me a politician, because I just consider myself a public servant. Like I'm just doing the will and the journey that I feel God has put me on, and that's just deep in my heart, and I'm just passionate about this city, and how it's going right now is not well for me, and I know the city can be way better than what it is. We are the capital of Florida. So we need to be the city that wants change, and want change in a way that our people are not suffering like we are today. So that's the road that I'm trying to push.
What do you see? What do you see yourself in Tallahassee? Say, I'm not gonna say 10 years, but 5 years from now. And I'm wishing and praying that you do win this election. And
Thank
if so,
you.
you see the city going within the next 5 years.
Yeah, so I see the city really, the main thing is for me, in 5 years, I want to know, I want to feel that the people actually trust the local government. Like they have been through the 4 years and they're like, oh, wow, okay. I'm seeing that this lady is not just talking the talk. She has walked that walk, and she has been out in these streets listening to us. She has, been to some of the sites that, and not just say, I've been there. No, I'm actually there, and I'm actually listening to people and really, really want to have the people trust. So that is, I think, within the first 4 years is really building the people trust by doing what I say that I am wanting to do, when I get in there. Now, however, I will tell people that in order to make it work, there are other people running for open positions. So I will need for them to go out and listen to all of the candidates and see who is talking on the same level as me. If you like what I'm saying, then you would really want to listen for the people that are actually talking the same deal, who are coming with the passion like I'm coming to you with.
So it's just
because if you don't, it won't work. That means that I'm going to keep fighting against the system as well, which I will tooth and nail for the citizens here. I will.
So you want them to research who all is running, and that makes a lot of sense just listening to her.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
You
Yes.
want to, and it's election time, so you want to make sure
Yes.
people are delivering. That is why my home. Thanks for your service. I know everyone appreciates you. That's my home. Thanks. So Alice
Thanks.
is who's one of our
Tallahassee.
faithful viewers, is from Tallahassee, and she's thanking
Ah,
you for your service.
thank you, Alice. Thank you. Thank you.
So you have a hard job. Anybody who's running for anything now
Exactly.
has
Hmm.
a major
Fire in
fight.
front of him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
has a
Yes.
major fight.
Hmm.
All we can say is continue to fight. And it sounds like you have things, laid out, but every now
Hmm.
and then something could get in the way.
A little
So a
resistance.
little resistance, just a little bit, but you got this.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the one thing that, I hear the most from people is that, name recognition.
Mhm.
So, because the incumbent, of course, the incumbent already has name recognition because she's been there, right?
Mhm.
But, and then we have another lady that just recently jumped in, who also has a name recognition because at one time she was the mayor at one time. That was back in the 80s, 90s, something like that. But um, I tell people that, let's look at it this way. We got somebody who's leading this country who really had name recognition. We
Mm.
have somebody who's leading this country that we know had a lot of money and also had big donors. But
Mhm.
do that mean that they're the perfect candidate? That I won't say perfect, that they're the best candidate for C5? No, no.
No.
That doesn't mean that. That means that I need for more people because I know people and people know me. A lot of times, Miss Linda, you remember me back in the day when I modeled and how I changed my looks so much. And I
Yeah.
think that was it was kind of a blessing, but now I feel like it's almost a curse because some people once I do talk to them, they're like, "Oh, I know who you are. I remember you, but you had hair." Yes, I had hair, but now I'm dealing with a little alopecia and I'm embracing my bald, and so that's why I'm Ms. Bald and Beautiful title
Wow.
holder for 2026.
Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thank you. And so, I'm just like, tell a friend to tell a friend who Tiffany Hill is. Because a
Correct.
lot of people were not in the rooms or behind the scenes like I was, or they're
Mhm.
not on the side of town that I visited that really needed help and reached out to me to help.
Mhm.
So, a lot of times, like, that's how you miss me. And then also because I just retired from the government in 2024. So, and working for the government, you cannot do certain things are not permitted.
Mhm.
So, I could not go full blown into whole Tiffany Hill mode.
But you're ready now,
Okay.
huh?
Yeah, she's
I am
ready.
ready. Yes, I am. I am ready. I'm like, okay, I am, I was testing the waters in the beginning, the first part, because I really wanted to just kind of knock on doors and say hi to people. But
Mhm.
and I really haven't, spoke about like different policies and things that I really want to do. So this is why I appreciate you all for having me on your show because I get a chance to say who I am and what I plan to do and actually, connect with people and they can feel my, see my passion and my, sincere dedication to being in C5 and making changes the best way that I know how to.
Okay. All right. Well, is there any way? What would you? No, that's not it.
Say
What
it.
would you like? to take away from this interview right now? Is it an interview?
Yeah.
No, okay, from this interview
That's
right
what it
now.
is.
That's what it is. So what would you like for them to take away right now? How would they
Well,
remember?
I would like for them to take away that the bald head lady is out here doing bald head girl stuff to fight hard and to really be that person that you can come up to and talk to, and and know that I'm going to listen to your concerns, and that I'm more of a doer. So a lot of times I may not speak out about certain things, because sometimes you have to move in silence, because back in the day when I should tell people everything, they would be dream killers and they would take my ideas and all of that. So I'm very cautious of what I say, but do know that I'm going to work. There's being in the military and dealing with the stuff that I had to deal with. This is like cakewalk to me. This is like cakewalk. It's not a stressful thing. I'm having a great time on the campaign trail. I'm meeting some amazing people, and I want you all to know that I want to hear your concerns. I want to hear your suggestions. There are a lot of smart, beautiful, and creative, innovative people in Tallahassee, and I want to hear your thoughts. We know what the problems are. I want to hear the possible solutions that you may have, so that I can take to seat 5 with me.
All right.
That's
okay.
good.
Well, that's awesome.
That's good.
All right. So it's truly a pleasure having you. We're so honored that you took out your busy schedule to sit and talk with us. And there is how they can get in contact with you and
Yes.
help whatever way that you would need assistance. Barry and I always say to our guests, whatever you need, we're here if you need us. So with that being said, don't go away. Thank you again. And we'll shoot over to our 2 cents. So thank you again, and don't go away.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Damn, Barry.
That was good.
That was.
That was good.
That was. So now what is our 2 cents tonight?
Our 2 cents
What?
is it's Memorial Weekend time,
It is.
and the summer is officially
It is
here.
here. That's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
And so now
School's out.
School's out.
Yep.
The babies are everywhere,
Everywhere.
and the biggest thing is that the pools are open
The
now,
pools, that's
and we want to
Yeah.
make sure that we're safe around the pools,
Right.
and just be aware of the children, and be aware of water. Water and children sometimes are not the
And the
best
best. Yeah.
combination,
Right.
but with the right adults in the room and around the situation, I think everybody's going to be safe. But we just got to be conscious of the water.
And we have to
Instead of
teach
getting-
our children how to swim. We got to take out,
Yeah,
our
they will
busy
taught you how
schedule.
to swim.
Barry Barnes. Yes, they've been trying to teach me forever. And we went on a vacation, and you was like, "Get in the water." I'm not getting that water. That water do not like me. But I'm glad that we did.
Me
So
too. That was a fun time.
it's about now these kids are small. Some of them not afraid. They jump right in that water, and you got to have all your safety gears up, especially if you have a pool at home.
Especially.
So you got to have your safety gates and all that takes care. But take the time to teach your kids the correct way to be in that water. Teach them how to be swimmers.
Teach them how to be smart swimmers.
Smart swimmers.
Smart swimmers.
Smart. Okay, yeah, I love that.
She's
I love
going in again.
There it is. There
I
it is.
understand. I understand.
But,
But happy Memorial
yes.
weekend, everyone.
Yes.
We've got a fun weekend. The weather's getting ready to shift. We're getting ready to
Yes.
be extremely hot, especially here in Houston.
right.
And
It's already hit 91 already.
already, but cloudy. But
Yeah.
cloudy.
So
So
we can do that. Yeah, 91 and cloudy.
I like it hot. She does not.
I know.
She
I
does
got
not.
too much.
I have
to be
this
in the
thing.
heat.
I'm big too. No, I'm not.
Yes, he is. the real and the safe part of this, we just have to teach our kids the perfect way to handle that water.
So, in other words, we need to teach our children pool and beach etiquette.
Yes, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. I like that.
With parents,
With parents,
got to learn how to swim too.
Well, it starts there. And if the parents don't want to swim, there are many programs. I know the city and the county have swimming classes, and I think that it's important for us to enroll our children, especially if we have a problem with the water.
Right.
At least give our children the fair opportunity to enjoy the water. I love swimming. I just got to say that I can't say it enough. And so the water has always been my friend, and it is yours too. And especially as Linda's been saying, that you make sure that all your precautions are in place when it comes to safety.
Right. So I think that's pretty good.
What we do?
I think we should go to the beach
today. No. What I want to do, Linda, with you as well, is I want to do Lagoon Fest, which is right south. You know, where they have a beautiful. I wish I had a picture of that. But anyway, it's a man-made lagoon with pristine turquoise water sports and games. You could rent boats and just.
So where is that at?
And I want to say League City.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
South.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Off of 45.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did we go somewhere?
No, we never. I want to go.
Pedro Island. That's
St. Pedro.
Oh, that's where we went.
So we went south,
but
Brownsville.
Yeah. Okay.
So Mexico South.
Yeah. Right.
But this is closer.
Right.
And it's man-made. It's beautiful. The water is turquoise, and it's just phenomenal. And it's reasonable for the family. It's just a fun day, and I think, and a safe day. They have lifeguards and all kind of mechanisms in place for the kids to really enjoy themselves and have a good time. So that's one of my goals, to make sure that I get there this year.
That's a long. Gas is $2,000 a gallon, so we can't do that yet, right?
Yeah, we can do it.
We can
do it if we all chip in for gas. Okay. So that means we're going to bring a bunch of people with us, so we all have a couple of dollars in the tank. Linda and Barry, enjoy your holiday on Monday, and don't go out too far in the water. Okay, Alice, we won't.
We won't.
We promise
for sure.
I'm gonna go a little deep, but I will return safely.
Thank you so very much. But to all, please be safe.
Please,
it's
the holidays. Everybody's doing things.
Right.
Just be aware. And I think the key word here is awareness. Just know your surroundings. Everybody's out and about, and it should always be just about a little fun. A little fun.
Yeah. Keep your eyes
on the prize. Which is the children.
That's it.
Okay. Is that it? That's it.
all.
So who we got next week?
We have Pastor Lisa Johnson. But if you're in South Florida, if you know anywhere, Lisa Dawson, excellent singer. Melvin Dawson's cheery mom. But anyway.
That was thick.
I know, right? But Lisa is amazing. She's up in Connecticut right now, and she's going to be our guest. And I know she will bring a word in for us.
Okay, good.
It's going to be
you think she'll do a song with us?
Oh, she might. She might.
Is she up my level though?
Oh my God. Lisa do have real agents. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. I have real agents as well. Okay. They're not successful agents, but they're agents nevertheless.
Okay. So Lisa has, but Lisa is our guest for next week.
Okay,
and
so
I can't wait.
We got a great show next week.
Great show.
It's been another great show today. Thank you so much. Hill, you did it again. You were amazing. We loved you.
Yes.
You had so much information for us, and we wish you well on that campaign.
Please.
And I'm sure
for all of you, when it's time to go vote, you got to go vote. We have to go. Did you vote already?
Yes, I did.
I did too. So we got to do our duties. Beautiful person, beautiful. See.
Beautiful person, beautiful heart and spirit.
Okay. Yes, I caught the beautiful, and after that, everything ran
She
into
can't
each
see
other. I
nothing.
can't see. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna pretend or nothing. But
Okay, we're
I'm
here.
here.
We're
That's
here.
good. I'm
We're
here. But again, thank you all for taking out your time joining Barry and Linda at the Golden Square Podcast. The circle that
And
goes into
square,
the square. Yes, but we love each other. I wouldn't have it any
Yeah,
other
the
way.
Okay,
That was good.
Yeah.
That's good.
We
So
love
we'll
it.
see you next
Next week.
7 p.m. Central Time.
7-6.
That's it.
That's
The
it.
Golden Square
The
Podcast.
Golden Square
With
Podcast.
Linda and Barry.
With Linda and Barry.
All right, so we'll see you all. Good night.
See y'all next week.